Shalom, shalom, shalom to the Lord select. Let's begin this lesson by giving honor and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Let's give double honors to our head apostles, the elders, the bishops out of the great millstone that taught us this truth. And salutation, peace to the tabernacle of David, the 144,000. Followed by the large multitude, men, women, children, whom our King, our Redeemer, Yahawashi, is going to have mercy upon. I pray that this message find all of you in perfect peace. This will be World War III update. We're going to allow Canadian Prepper to give us a quick update. He had a quick video out this afternoon. And then also Trump is in Saudi Arabia. He said something important this afternoon. He have made it clear that that's right, that Iran attack, don't fall asleep. Okay, don't worry, don't get caught into all these peace talk that is going on. Decision already been made. World War III is at the door. They are going to war. Chaos is coming. Chaos is coming. This weekend or the week after once Trump leave the Levant, leave the Middle East, family, prepare your mind for what is coming upon this earth. And it could happen before even he leave the Middle East, because today Yemen were bombing Israel. Okay, they were bombing Israel. So nothing is cooling off. Trump and the Yemenis didn't come with any agri-family. They are still attacking. They dropped one of the Reaper drone, one of the US Reaper drone yesterday. So yeah, things are moving forward. Let's open it up with the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. This is going to be a very, very quick update. Okay, he answered me. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Diligently, meaning what? You're watching. You're watching the news. Watching the news, not believing the lies that are coming out of the mainstream media. Diligently. Let's look up the word diligent. Diligent. Look up diligent. It says in a way that shows care and conscientiousness in one's work or duties. That's a tongue twister. Okay, all right. It says here, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. It says here, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Visit the world which he made. And it goes on to tell you, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and it's already happening. Protests everywhere. America is divided across what? Racial line, across gender line, across political line. Yes, because why? We are at the end. It says here, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High Yahawah spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And it goes on to tell you, this is the good news. This is the drop the mic moment. For like as all that is made in the world, the way the Lord set up the last leg of the Roman Empire, all you have to do is go back to Daniel chapter 2 and Daniel what? Daniel 7, Revelation 20. That's why it will tell you about America's future and how America is going to go down. And we are here. It said, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is what? Manifest. So here, listen to what Canadian Prepper is saying, because what? We of the same mindset. Because he's telling you, don't worry about what they're talking about. Watch what they are doing. And that's the key. Watch what they are doing. Okay, watch what they are doing. The talk, the back and forth talk means nothing. But let's go here. Let's start from the top.
Which way are the weapons flowing?
Let's start from here.
This is your World War III update. 2 days ago, I gave you what was probably one of my most bullish geopolitical assessments in recent memory. Things were looking quite green. Today, I'm going to give you the flip side of the coin. If you're confused about which way the geopolitical winds are blowing, look no further than which way are the weapons flowing. That's where you're going to get all the answers. That old truism about follow the money is not entirely pertinent to geopolitics in the modern day. You have to look at which way the weapons are flowing. Right now, Israel continues to get weapon shipments. Right now, Ukraine continues to get weapon shipments. Despite the feigning divisions within NATO despite all of that, weapon shipments continue to flow from the direction of the United States to all its allies on a non-stop daily basis. In fact, I just got word that the biggest weapons deal in history was just signed between the United States and Saudi Arabia for $138 billion, okay? So you're seeing all of these superfluous perturbations on a day-to-day basis, contradictory statements being made by Donald Trump, who appears to have no consistency on his foreign policy. And all of that can be attributed to strategic ambiguity. The only thing that matters is which way are the weapons flowing. The notion that Trump and Netanyahu are at odds with one another, that's a common theme I'm hearing nowadays. It was a rumor started predominantly by Israeli media, for starters. In fact, the Western media, the mega Western media that is, has been going on and on about Iran's nuclear program and how they're a threat to world peace and the international rules-based order, which of course is a very one-sided rules-based order that has preferential treatment for the West and is a byproduct of U.S. exceptionalist thinking and foreign policy. It's important to remember that despite this supposed enmity between Netanyahu and Trump has removed all the restrictions that Biden imposed on how and what Israel can do in the Gaza Strip. He continues to send them weapons, despite all the tough talk. So, something to keep in mind in that even though it is true that Trump put the brakes on the Houthi crisis, likely that was due to the fact that he just went there for a trip and he wanted to cool things down a bit. The flip side of that coin is that those B-2 bombers that were stationed at Diego Garcia require routine maintenance, and they had been there for about 2 months, flying sorties. So I presume that they were sent back because they need to be retooled and maintained, and they were replaced with B-52 bombers, okay? Now, this is perfectly in line with the Path to Persia strategy of the United States pretending to act as a third-party actor to befriend Iran, while the Israelis are the aggressive one in the relationship. Good cop, bad cop, standard policy. And right now, Israel is giving the United States an ultimatum of 4 days before they take military action and strike Iran. Now, there is some promising signals coming out of the International Atomic Energy Agency that there may in fact be a deal struck. Is it going to be to Israel's liking is the question. They've already said that, and look, Israel and the United States, they want you to act as if those terms aren't synonymous. This is one and the same thing. It's oxymoronic to say that Mike Waltz was a spy for Israel because the United States is chock full of Israeli dual citizens.
There you go. That's right. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. The Lord said this is the time you have to have your eyes wide open. We are at the end. We are heading straight to World War III. Listen to what Trump said this afternoon. This is coming from Pro News because he's currently in Saudi Arabia. Okay, here he says, Trump to Iran, you will never get nuclear weapons. I am offering you better opportunities. Don't waste them. That's right. Pretending like, yeah, they actually care about Iran. That's where you heard it. This is called the Path to Persia. This plan was put in place since 2009. We are in 2020 for 2009. Okay? So we are here. And that's what the Lord says. The World War III, nobody's going to stop prophecy. It says, I want to make a deal with Iran, and I can. I can. Listen to him. I can, because he is the Most High. I can make a deal with Iran. The U.S. president added. U.S. President Donald Trump has sent a strong message to Iran as his team continue negotiation with country. No, family. It is all family. It's all just pure theater. Okay? Specifically, Donald Trump said that it is time for Iran to choose and stress that Tehran will never acquire a nuclear weapon. Never. This is the talking. Family, you are negotiating with somebody and the president comes out and say this. What does that tell you? Watch what they are doing, not what they are saying. Okay? You heard it from Canadian Prepper. Yeah, they've made the decision. They're going after Iran. And we say, Tawada Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It says, in the case of Iran, I have never believed in the existence of permanent enemies. I am different from what many people believe. I do not like permanent enemies. It's all BS. Pretending like, oh yeah, the good cop, the bad cop. Oh yeah, all the previous president, they hated Iran. But me, I want to be friends with Iran. Come on, man. Come on. Sometimes you need enemies to get the job done, and you have to do it right. Enemies motivate you, Trump said during a speech at Investment Forum in Saudi Arabia. I want to make a deal with Iran. I can make a deal with Iran. I'll be very happy if we can make your region and the world safer. No, America have never made any world safer. America does the opposite. America bring confusion, they bring chaos. That's why they destabilize your government. All the war in the past 50 years has been, that's right. Yes, that's right. America have led those wars and they've destroyed nations from Vietnam to Korea to Iraq to Afghanistan. They've never brought any peace. They've never built any nation. It's all destroying, pillaging, raping, and stealing. That's it. Okay? So it says here, it is noted that so far, Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, excuse me, has attended 4 talks on Iran nuclear program mediated by Oman, while the most recent took place last Sunday. If Iran's leadership rejects this peaceful movement and continues to attack its neighbors, then we will have no choice but to apply enormous maximum pressure. Iran haven't attacked its neighbors. It's always been America and Israel. Israel is going around attacking all his neighbors. Right? Then we will take all necessary measures to prevent the regime from ever obtaining nuclear weapons. Iran will never obtain nuclear weapons, he said, offering us an alternative, a much brighter future in the event of a deal. We will never allow America and its allies to be threatened by terrorism or nuclear attack. The choice is theirs. This is an offer that won't last forever. Now it's time to choose now, the American president said. That's right. The decision already been made. That's why I wanted to bring this out quickly. The decision already been made. Now you threaten, make the decision. You heard Canadian Prepper said in 4 days, if they can make the decision, Iran is going to attack you. What is it called? Israel is going to attack Iran, because that's how the Lord set it up. Because you go back to Jeremiah, it's all about the word of the Lord. It's all about what the Lord says. And what did I say? That's right, Jeremiah. Let's go there. Jeremiah 49:20. And I know you're tired of hearing this precept, but personally, we don't care. Okay, this is all about the Lord. Okay, Jeremiah 49:20. It says here, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahawah, that he have taken against Edom. Tawada Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And his purpose that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock. Talking about what? That's right, Israel. Insignificant. The least. Katan. No, it was a small in the Hebrew. It's a Katan. That's right. Insignificant. Obadiah tells you, Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man, is insignificant, unimportant. He says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Family, you are looking at the end of America. Because the Lord is saying Israel is going to be destroyed as a result of what? The attack on Iran. Are you listening to this? And then what? America is also going to destroy. Because why? This is World War III. This is World War III. But listen to this now. Macron, because right now on Thursday, Russia is selling its delegates. And Ukraine is selling their delegate to what? Turkey, Istanbul. And Trump said he might make an appearance to talk about what? Peace, permanent peace between Russia and Ukraine. We know that there ain't going to be no permanent peace coming. It's all theater. But here what Russia is doing, Macron on Putin, I don't know if he will go to Constantinople, talking about Turkey. We will impose new sanctions if there is no agreement. What is the agreement? The agreement is that, yes, Russia have to stop the war right now and give Ukraine 30 days to rearm. That's right. So family, here, right? I am in the ring with you. Okay? I'm giving you some serious body jabs. Okay? Left hook, You come from me. I'm winning. I'm winning. I have you on the ropes. And all of a sudden now, you telling me, oh, stop. And then your corner comes in and says, no, okay, listen. I know you're winning. You are destroying your opponent. You are destroying my guy. But guess what? Let me clean his face, Let me stop. Because right now, family, he's trying to catch his breath. And I said, no, I have to drop this guy. I want the ref to step in and end this fight so I can carry the title. But no, the opponent, corner comes in and said, no. Let me get some water for my guy. Let me massage his face so that he can continue to fight. No, family, you don't do that. And Russia is not going to accept the deal. You see, it's all smoking mirror. It's all theater. You're winning, you're not stopping. You want to see your opponent down. That's what it's all about. Okay, that's what Russia says. So here, what Russia is doing now. He does not know. No. Let's go here. Here, the French president appeared threatening at a press conference. This is the guy that was family 2 days ago. Family, he was snoring crack cocaine. Okay, he was getting it in. That's right. Now he's threatening the bear. Listen to this. He does not know whether Russia President Vladimir Putin intends to travel to Istanbul to negotiate with his Ukrainian counterpart Vladimir Zelensky, another cokehead, and French President Emmanuel Macron said during a full-length television interview. Yeah, Russia is not going to agree to it. But listen to what Russia is doing right now as we speak. Russia is preparing for a general offensive if negotiations in Istanbul fail. Because it's going to fail. Russia is not going to stop for 30 days and allow what? Ukraine to rearm. So, yeah, because at the end of the day, Russia have to be destroyed. They have to balkanize Russia and divide it among the European countries. That's right, so that they can pillage, they can rape their resources. And Putin says, over my dead body. So hear what Putin is saying. Russia is preparing for a general offensive if negotiations in Istanbul fail. Will he end the game with general attack? Yes, he's going to continue because he knows that, that's right, you can talk to the West and you can trust the West. You can negotiate with the West. So prepare yourself for what is coming. I wanted to bring that. And oh yeah, quick, another one here. It's a Hungary. This is coming from Turner. Hungary is moving, it's a Hungary, moving troops, tanks, artillery to Ukraine border. 11:33 a.m. Eastern U.S. time, Tuesday, the 13th of May. As this story is published, troops, tanks, artillery, armored personnel, carriers of the Hungarian army are mobilizing towards the Hungarian border with Ukraine. Yeah, with Ukraine. Intel analysts suspect that Hungary is about to make a military move to acquire Transcarpathia, and that's the region right there, highlighted in red on the map above, which was formerly the country of Hungary, but was given over to Ukraine during the time of the Soviet Union. Despite it being technically Ukraine since Soviet times, the people there mostly speak Hungarian. Tanks have been taken off their transportation units and driving through several towns on Ukraine border on main road routes. Video below taken today shows vast military mobilization. That's right. What did the Lord says in the book of Joel chapter 3 verse 9? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Yeah, that's where we are right now. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Let them come up. Where are they coming up? It says here, beat your plowshares into sword. The Lord says this is the time to invest in what? Military. Today, I think America signed $650 billion defense contract with Saudi Arabia. Yeah, because the Lord says this is the time to invest in your military. And let the weak say, I am strong. That's why you have the Yemenis telling America, we are ready for you. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together. Run about it. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And it says here, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahawah, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Judgment time, judgment day is here. Judgment day is here. So yes, Trump, Israel already decided they are going after Iran. Oh yeah. So Trump is playing the good guy. Oh, I want to be your friend. I want to know. They're giving Iran ultimatum. Either you go, the deal we gave Gaddafi, what was the deal they gave Gaddafi in Libya? They said destroy all your nuclear program, every single one of them. And then Gaddafi went and did it. And found a few years later, that's why, where is Gaddafi? Yes, he's 6 feet, that's what, 6 feet under. And look at Libya. They destroy Gaddafi. They destroy Libya. And they want to do the same thing to Iran. But Iran, this time, they have Russia. They have China. They have North Korea. So you are looking at the end of a kingdom. And we say Tawada, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Shalom. I pray that this message find all of you in perfect peace. Shalom.